I thought we were friends. I thought we were friends, Indian. This is my 2022 wrecked Indian Chief Dark Horse, and in the last video, we started to take some of the components off the bike and try to determine some of the extent of the damage. And we found out that this rear fender right here was actually covered with plasti dip, and it revealed a more damaged fender than what we originally thought it was, other than the bends at the back. And also we found out that there was debris in the air box cover. So in this video, we're actually going to take some of these components off because I need to figure out what all parts do I need to order. And get replacement parts and get stuff fixed. But first order of business is taking off this insurance auction sticker. I haven't actually done it yet, so we're gonna do that now. The first of many. It's gonna be the first of many. So the plan tonight, I think, is gonna be to get the rear fender off. I'm gonna examine that swing arm under there. This shouldn't affect the signal light brackets that are here just by taking this off. I'm also thinking about taking the entire handlebar assembly off and also taking this tank trim off and then getting the tank off, and I think that's probably what I'll do tonight. I do have handlebars on order, and I want to kind of go ahead and get this taken off so I can go ahead and when the new handlebars come in, I can go ahead and install those and get a mock-up of how everything's gonna go. Because I also have new cables coming as well, because this is obviously, not necessarily that the cable's damaged, but the entire clutch assembly right here is messed up. But the new cables that are coming with the handlebars will replace stuff like this that's already messed up. Also, like I said in the last video, I do have a copy of the service manual because, one, this is a newer bike and it's a bike I never worked on. And also, I don't want to break more parts and add cost to this build, so we want to do it the right way. So if you're doing this yourself or working on your own bikes, always get a copy of the service manual. It's just easier to always have a reference. As I tell you guys, I'm always happy to come over here and get tools off my wall because I know exactly where everything is. And it's like 10:45 on a work night, so last thing I want to do is look for tools. Get two bolts on each side. This one's got dirt in it. And we do have these brackets right here that are broken. This is what was actually pushing the rear fender out, because it does have a bend in it. You guys can see right there. That is bent. So I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna get the part number because this is actually what the license plate mounts to, and it has this little thing that comes down that allows the license plate to pivot. But on this side, you can see this one's actually not broken. So we can actually salvage this one. But obviously on this side, it's completely sheared off. I really wish I had a workbench in here, but I don't. I haven't gotten that far, and I didn't want to wait to try to get a workbench to stop myself from doing this. So we're just gonna keep moving. We got a zip tie right here, and here's the connector for this signal light. Pull it out. And we might be able to fish this through, but I doubt it. I might have to clip that. There's that, disconnected. Go. This is actually in a little weird spot. All right, now we got that off. Like I said, I think this can be glued back, sand it down. We can make it look decent and pretty. All right, zip ties are cheap, Brandon. Snap. There we go. That one was a little tough. Just gonna free that. I'm gonna feed this through here. Oh, well, knock that off. And it goes like that. All right, now I'm gonna try to get this bracket off right here. I think there's one screw up under here, and it should be pretty. Oh, there's one right there as well. And get these two off. Ooh, yeah, that's dangerous. Glad I got these gloves on. Try to be careful with this. This is actually a valuable lesson. I'm gonna show you guys this. So I should have been a little bit more careful when I was taking those out. I didn't think about this, but you can see how that bolt on the left is actually bent. That was the first one I was trying to take out when my hand got caught in between them, or my finger. I didn't have any trouble getting it out, but it made me think, like, you know, be careful, because that could have easily been broken off into the subframe. I had to tap it. It's really dusty and gross back here, but yeah, it's shaping up, man. There's no excessive play back here. We're gonna knock out this front fender now. We got 2 bolts on both sides. There's one right there, and 2 on the other side. And by the way, all the tools you see me using, these are all Harbor Freight tools. So Harbor Freight is my best friend. It's moving a little bit too much. I'm just gonna sit it just to let the tires touch. About the time to get it off now. I done broke a sweat. There we go. You guys can see that bend that's in there on the side. It's right there. All right, next up, I think we're gonna start on these handlebars, since some of it has been taken care of already. I noticed that there's a lot of rust in these bolts on this bike. I know the bike sat out in the rain, but there's a lot of little spots where rust is at. But I can appreciate that Indian so far. Most of these Allen keys have been, or Allen heads have been 5 and a 6. So I like that. It's easy. Just to show you guys a reference, I'm 5 feet 10 inches, and this is kind of how high the bike is now. So I'll take this part off. This is the part that sits on top of the tank. This is one piece, and the trim is a separate piece. I don't know about this one. I can see if it can be fixed. If not, man, it's probably gonna go scrap. Let me know what y'all think about that, because obviously it can be put back on the bike for the inspection. This isn't really a thing that's contributing to the safety of the bike, but still, it makes the bike look better if it was not dented. Like I said, use the service manual. I'm trying to look up and remember how to take this tank off. Yeah, y'all on point with these sizes. I'll give y'all that. I'm loving this. So we got 2 bolts in here, one here, and I think, ugh, that's in the weirdest place. The other one's like directly right there. We're gonna unscrew those and I'll be able to lift the tank up. Damn it. I'll tell y'all this is gonna be a pain to get back in. I was supposed to do this first, but being that I didn't take the tank off, it's not that big of a deal. But again, a 5. Indian, thank you. Hey, there's no grass back here. Well, there's one little piece, but better than the other side. All right, just to show you guys the fuel line. Right there in the dead center. I'm gonna squeeze both of those little tabs and we should be able to get it off. Hopefully it's not too difficult. I sat here for a few minutes trying to figure out how the heck I was gonna get my fingers up in here to press this fitting. Indian, why did y'all design this way? Or at least in the directions, man, because who did y'all expect to freaking try to get this fuel line? Like, I can't, bruh, how did you? I have to take it off anyway. All right, so this is my temporary solution, I guess. Make sure that line isn't pinched back there. Why did y'all do that? Why y'all put that security bit there? I thought we were friends, Indian. You better be glad I got this tool. You better be glad I got this tool, this T20. Y'all have been in trouble. All right, so I'm gonna be very careful with this because there's handlebar cables on this. And once I take this off, the electronic throttle will be able to come off too. That's amazing how that works, man. Yeah, that's freaking amazing. Before I pull this off, I wanted to show you guys this. Indian put these rubber I guess seals on here. You just give them a good little tug and they come out. But yeah, see that? It's pretty neat. I just thought that was cool. But yeah, this is finally out now. Baby, we in business. We ain't snap nothing off. There's something else is holding this that I can't see. All right, so went back to my manual. Apparently there's 2 screws, one right there and one on the other side. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get those out. Okay, this is not one piece, but we can get this tank off though. Let's sit that back there. Alright. Like I said, that was not supposed to be on there. Stuck like that. Well, it's not supposed to be stuck on there, but I knew it wasn't one piece. So that's free. The reason I knew that piece wasn't supposed to be that way is because I've already been looking at the spare parts and how they all connect, and also the service manual. So all of that helps in situations like that. All right, that did give me access to this fuel line, and it is now off. Yeah, this is a challenge here. This electrical connector under here. I can't show you this because, all right, that's disconnected. Oh yeah, this bad boy's heavy here. Oh my God. All right, now I gotta get this wire harness disconnected from the main harness. I'm gonna take this whole, God, I'm dumping dirt everywhere. So now I'm gonna trace the wires down, figure out what connects into what. I'm gonna disconnect because this is where this handlebar harness connects into the main harness. So this sub harnesses and like these connectors and stuff like this. Also, if any of you guys know what this connector is, I think it's a Molex connector. I don't know which one it is exactly. I'm struggling to find it online because I know you can just take these pins out and put it in a new connector and replace it, and it'd be just fine. The same way with this one. I just cannot find them online. So if you guys could help me with that, I greatly appreciate that. I disconnected these. Here are the connectors for the antenna. If anybody out there knows what type of connector this is, I'm gonna try to look it up myself, but that's it. This just took me almost an hour, maybe not so much an hour, but just to get this wiring harness. So this stupid plastic piece, man, it is by far the most annoying thing I've experienced this entire night. This actually has the USB connector in it. Dude, this was way too hard. That was way too freaking hard. Now the handlebars are off the bike. Voila. Hey, if anybody wants some handlebars, there you go. Slightly used. No low balls, I know what I got. One more thing I wanted to accomplish tonight, and that was taking this bracket off. I'm gonna put the Allen keys back. All right, I think I'm done for the night. It is well over 1 o'clock, and I have to go to work in the morning, but this is what we got done so far. We got the subframe exposed. We took the signal lights off. We took that bracket off. You can notice that, yes, the tail end is straight, other than that suspension, so I can get that off. We also got the tank off of the bike. We got the handlebars off the bike, and we are able to see the triple tree and the risers right here. And I took that headlight broken bracket off. So yeah, luckily this isn't leaking. I'm gonna have to bleed the brakes anyway. I just didn't want that brake line to be, crap, I gotta do this again. So I just re-bungeed that. When I get the new handlebars, it's gonna have a new brake line, I think, anyway. But either way, that brake line is it's got some scuffing right there. I think the next thing I'm gonna try to do is get these exhaust tips off. We're also gonna look at this suspension right here. We're gonna deal with that. And I may go ahead and deal with drilling out these broken off bolts so we can put the shifter assembly on there when we finally get it. Guess I could deal with this clutch as well, because when I get the new handlebars, I should be getting one as well. Let me know what y'all think about all this in the comments as far as how the bike is coming so far. I think it looks so much better than when I got it, but it is still an uphill battle. But in the next video, we're gonna tackle some more parts. And yeah, it's gonna continue to just evolve as I continue to do this. But if you haven't seen my reveal video or the video where I actually go over as much damage as I can visually see on this bike, you can click this video right here on the screen and it'll take you right to that. But as always, thanks for listening to my story. Thanks for sticking with me. And if you're subscribed, I'll see you in the next video. Peace. We're gonna go get some sleep.